Hi guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to show you how to tune your violin using a tuning app. This video is specifically aimed at new violin students who are practicing on a beginner violin. For any cello students, you can apply the same principles shown in this video to your instrument. First of all, you'll need to download a chromatic tuning app on your tablet or phone. I've chosen InsTuner, but you can choose any app of your choice. On the violin there are two sets of tuners, the fine tuners down here by the tailpiece and the pegs at the top by the scroll. There's one fine tuner and one peg for each string. You should stick to tuning mainly with the fine tuners down here when making smaller adjustments. It can be very easy to break a string when tuning from the big pegs up here, so try to avoid using them where possible. So the strings on a violin from low to high are as follows: G, D, A and E. Now the highest string is the E. You want to avoid tuning that string first as it may result in string breakage. So you want to start with the A string first, work your way down and then finish by tuning the E string last. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to tune your violin using the app. I've got my app open and I'm going to start by tuning the A string. So I'm going to pluck my A string and see what note comes up on the screen. So it's recognised that I've got an A, but the bar here is showing red and it says in the middle here, tune up. So to make my note higher, I need to twist the fine tuner clockwise. So I'm going to turn that peg gently clockwise. So it's getting closer now. In tune. Now the D string. It's recognised the note as a D, but again it's telling me I need to tune up. So remember, to make the note higher, we turn clockwise. Now you don't have to be too tentative about this. You can give it a good half turn to a full turn and then make sure you're checking the note in between. So here we go. So I need to turn clockwise to make the note higher. It's getting closer. In tune. Now the G. It's saying to tune up again, so again remember, to make the note higher, turn clockwise. Good, so it's in tune. Now let's say I went a little bit too far and then the note becomes sharp and it's saying tune down. So all I do to make the note lower is I go the opposite direction, anti-clockwise for lower. Got it? Now I finish by tuning my E string. So it's nearly in tune, but it's still a little bit flat, so I'm just going to move that just a tiny bit. Got it? Now once you've got your strings in tune, you may want to go back in and just check each string again, as when you move one string, another one might move out a little bit. So let's just recheck that all of our strings are now in tune. A is in tune, great. D. So this one's gone a little bit flat. Got it. Now the G. Great. And finally the E. Got it? If the string is too flat to be corrected by the fine tuners, then follow the advice in the next part of this video and it should hopefully help you prevent any string breakages. Firstly, you'll need to loosen the fine tuner in question. So here my D string is still a little bit flat despite the fact that my fine tuner is all the way in. So what I'll need to do here is loosen this fine tuner out all the way. It's clockwise to tighten and raise the pitch. Now I want to lower the pitch here before I start moving my peg. So I need to turn anti-clockwise. So I'm going to turn this peg anti-clockwise so it's nice and loose, but not so much that it falls out. So now that the peg's loose, I'm going to start tuning from the peg at the top. So you'll be able to follow the string and match it to the peg that you need. So the G peg is here, the D is just above it, and then we've got the A at the top here and then the E down here. So for the D string, I need this peg right here. Now, to make the note higher, I need to twist the peg away from me, but you want to do this in very small amounts, checking the pitch each time that you move it. So as you turn, you also want to make sure that you're gently pressing inwards towards the peg box. This will just help the peg stop from slipping the next time that you're tuning up. So I'm going to just push in gently and twist just a tiny bit. And then when I've twisted a little bit, I'm going to check that pitch on my tuner. Now it's saying that it's a C, which is a whole tone lower than I need it to be. So I'm going to need to keep going a little bit. But again, I'm just doing it by a tiny amount at a time. Here we go. Tiny little bit more and then check. Now it's getting warmer. So really, I could probably get away with starting to tune from the fine tuner at this point. I want to get the pitch about within a semitone of the correct note. But I'm going to go a little bit higher. So now it's recognising it as a D, and that's about where I want it to be. It's a flat D, and then I can just twist it the rest of the way in using the fine tuner. Now remember, we loosened it earlier by twisting anti-clockwise, but now I need to raise the pitch, so I'm going to turn it clockwise. So I'm turning the fine tuner. It's getting closer now. Got it! One other thing to bear in mind is while you're tuning from the big pegs here, if you accidentally go too far, then it's just the other way to correct it. So you want to push the peg slightly towards you to lower the note. So now my violin's in tune and I'm ready to start playing. It's important that you check the tuning of your violin every time you practice. I hope this information helps you, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep playing!